Round one of the 2025 NFL Draft is in the books, and the New York Giants walk away with Abdul Carter, and they traded back up into round one for Jaxson Dart. I'm going to give you my grades for both players and both picks on today's video. But first, make sure you are subscribed to the channel. We were live for 7 hours on the channel today, breaking down every single pick. And we're going to do the same for day 2 and day 3. And I don't want you to miss it. So if you love the Giants and you want the best Big Blue draft coverage on YouTube, hit that sub button right now. Welcome into New York Giants Now by Chat Sports. I am your host, Marshall Green. Major shout out to every single person that tuned into our live coverage. Over 60,000 people tuned in. It was a party, and it wouldn't have been possible without all of you. We'll talk about Jaxson Dart and the trade coming up in a second. We got to start, though, with Abdul Carter, who was the number 3 overall pick, and he is now a New York Football Giant. I love this pick. I have Carter as my number 2 player in this class, and with Travis Hunter going number 2 to the Jacksonville Jaguars, he was the best player on the board, and you got him at pick number 3. There's nothing to complain about. The 21-year-old edge rusher, he is going to find a home for the New York Giants on this defense. He could do it all. He could put his hand in the dirt and rush the passer. He can stand up and rush the passer. He can line up in the A-gap and do it. He can play a little bit of cover 2 zone off the ball. It was his first year off the edge at Penn State, and he put together a godly-like stat line. Brian Daboll preached about his positional versatility. I think the New York Giants can't wait to find a way to use Abdul Carter, Brian Burns, Kayvon Thibodeaux, and Dexter Lawrence all at the same time. The Athletic's Dane Brugler saying this: Carter is a disruptive presence because of his explosive nature and how he mixes up his rushes to win with speed, force, and a budding arsenal of moves. He projects as a 1A pass rusher with a gift for consistently making the quarterback move his feet and making plays in the run game. He's Micah Parsons 2.0, but I think he's going to be a little bit better. In his first year off the edge, he put together 12 sacks and 66 pressures. And Joe Schoen saying this: you don't pass on a generational talent, even if you have starters at that position. You can't have enough pass rushers. And he says we could find a way to use him. The Giants are getting back to New York Giants football, dominating the line of scrimmage, making life uncomfortable for opposing quarterbacks, like they did in Super Bowl 42 and like they did in Super Bowl 46. Abdul Carter is going to change how offenses go about trying to score points against the New York Giants defense. Like, you can look up any analytic, any grade, any stat. They all paint the picture of how special of a player Abdul Carter is. Lightning quick first step. Unreal burst. He looks like a lion in the jungle chasing down his prey. His closing speed is unreal. You can line him up in the A-gap, and he can put a QB spy on other quarterbacks. Jane Daniels isn't outrunning him. This guy is unreal. Has an unreal motor, has unreal athleticism, and I can't wait to buy his jersey. I'm curious what number he's going to wear, and I'm curious to see what this new Giants defensive line looks like with Brian Burns, Dexter Lawrence, Kayvon Thibodeaux, Abdul Carter, Chauncey Golston. I'm assuming a defensive tackle gets picked for the New York Giants, maybe with pick 65, or maybe you circle the block back at 105 and pick that guy. Like, I don't have any complaints about this pick, and to be quite frank with you, I don't understand how anyone cannot give this an A-plus pick, and that's what I'm giving it. An A-plus pick for Abdul Carter. You got the best edge rusher in the class at number 3, and you're forming together one of the best pass rushes in the National Football League. You got a guy that could be having a bus put out in front of Canton, Ohio in the Pro Football Hall of Fame one day. Maybe getting fitted for a gold jacket. I know it's a lot to say that on the day a guy gets drafted. There haven't been many people that possess the skills, the traits, and the athleticism that Abdul Carter does. A-plus pick for me. Let me know your grade in the comments section. If you're fired up for day 2 of the NFL draft, and you're going to be here on Giants Now enjoying it, hit that thumbs up icon. Give me a hashtag real one down below. I can't wait to be back at it tomorrow. We're going to talk about Jaxson Dart, a major trade to get up to pick 25 to select, hopefully, your franchise quarterback. We'll do that in a second, but first, I got to give a major shout out to our proud sponsor, Chubbies. A lot of people have asked me, Marshall, where'd you get this shirt at? This link, chubbyshorts.com/chat. Spring is here, and summer is right around the corner, and the time to upgrade your wardrobe is right now. So to sweeten the deal for a limited time, Chubbies is giving our Giants Now listeners 20% off your order with our exclusive code. Use code CHAT at chubbyshorts.com/chat. Pair the original stretch shorts with Chubby's lineup of performance polos. And now you're cooking with gas. With a soft, stretchy, and breathable fabric, these polos are built to kick back, turn up, chill out, party down, and some fifth direction bass descriptor. Experience unmatched comfort and style with Chubby's iconic original stretch shorts. They have 3 different lengths of inseams, so whichever one you want to wear, they've got you covered. These shorts have the stretchiest fabric for ultimate movability and flexibility while maintaining a perfectly tailored fit. Featuring an elastic waistband with button fly, enjoy the classic men's khaki style with the added comfort of elastic. Whether you're getting dressed for your workday, a workout, or a weekend getaway, Chubby's has you covered. For a limited time, Chubby's is giving our viewers 20% off your order with our code CHAT at chubbyshorts.com. That's code CHAT at chubbyshorts.com. Support our show and tell them we sent you. Don't blend in with the crowd. Stand out with Chubby's. All of that information will be clickable down in the comments and description of today's show. Get hooked up with the gear. Be like Marsh and be ready for the vibes. All righty. Round 1. Pick 25. The New York Giants trade up to select the Ole Miss gunslinger, Jaxson Dart. And it was kind of a lot to give up in a trade, to be quite honest with you. I thought it would only take pick number 99 to move up from 34 to get midway into the 20s like the Giants did. But the Houston Texans were able to squeeze out a future third-round pick from the New York Giants. So you move up from pick 34, 9 spots. You have to add in pick number 99, which is a compensatory selection, which comes from the Xavier McKinney departure. But you also give up a 2026 third-round pick. Is a little bit too much? Maybe. But if Jaxson Dart's a great quarterback, like I hope we are all hoping for and rooting for him because he's a Giant, no one is going to give a rat's ace about that future third-round pick. 21 years old, just scratching the surface of who he can be. Prototypical size at 6'2" plus and 221 pounds. This guy is an ultra competitor. He plays with energy, he plays with swag, and he plays with passion. He is nothing like Daniel Jones, so please don't say that. When I look at Jaxson Dart, I see a round 2 quarterback. I see a guy that needs to sit. I see a guy that is a little bit rough around the edges, but he has tools that I love, and clearly that Brian Daboll loves. Some pros. He's got good accuracy. Throws with nice touch. He's able to layer the football extremely well. He was the best deep ball thrower in all of college football last year. Underrated runner of the football. He, up until his junior year in high school, ran a wing T option offense. And then he transferred his senior year, and they won a state championship. He's got an NFL arm. He plays with toughness. He carries himself like a linebacker. And he is a tight window thrower. Some cons. Got to improve in the pocket, especially his pocket presence. His mental processing, I think, can be slow at times. His footwork is a little bit shaky. And I credit that to only playing quarterback in a drop-back offense for 4 years. I think he takes way too many hits. He needs to slide. He needs to get out of bounds. He needs to get down. And he doesn't need to lower his shoulder into Mike linebackers and strong safeties. My biggest concern, he must improve versus pressure. He's a good player, guys. And I'm excited for him to be a Giant. And at the end of the day, he was Brian Daboll's guy. They chose him over Shedeur Sanders. We told you over the last couple of days that Brian Daboll is Jaxson Dart's biggest fan. When he's kept clean in the pocket, he's able to be good. He's got to get better under pressure. But I don't want people to sleep on his ability to run the football. 648 yards on the ground last year. Reminds me of a Jalen Hurts type of runner. 3 touchdowns, 312 yards after contact, 6.5 yards per touch, 22 missed tackles forced, 28 runs of more than 10-plus yards, 4 runs of more than 15-plus yards. He's able to do it out of scrambles, picking up 384 yards in those situations. And you can design QB runs as well. QB counters, QB powers, QB ISOs, zone reads, RPOs. On design QB runs, he picked up 264 yards. He's known for throwing the ball down the field, airing it out. Brian Daboll says he loves the way he's able to push the ball down the field. He was the best deep ball thrower in all of college football. On throws that traveled more than 20-plus air yards, he completed 42% of his passes for 17 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, 25 big-time throws, and 6 turnover-worthy plays. Like, you can see why Brian Daboll fell in love with him. Big, strong, athletic, ability to uncork the deep ball, competitiveness, toughness, grit, swag, moxie, a gamer. All of those things describe Jaxson Dart. And he's an Ole Miss Rebel. And the last time he had one of those guys, 2 Lombardi trophies. He's got big shoes to fill. No doubt about it. I think the Giants gave up a little bit more than I would have liked. But overall, I think they got a guy that they think could be the franchise quarterback. And I think there's a world that that can happen. And I'm hoping it does. And I'm going to be rooting my tail off for it. I give the pick a B+. I know some people are being Marshall, that is way too high. Tom Downey at Chat Sports, he gave it a D. And I understand why he would do that. He thinks he's a developmental quarterback that has a long ways to go. I also think he's a developmental quarterback. But he also gets to sit behind Russell Wilson and learn from Brian Daboll. 2 guys I want in a room that's trying to teach a young quarterback. He's not ready to play. He needs to sit. And the reason you trade up into the round 1 is so you get that 5th-year option on his contract. Because if you picked him at 34, which, one, that was never going to happen. The Browns were trying to trade up. The Saints were trying to trade up. And the Rams were going to pick him at 26. And why did the Rams trade it out at pick 26 when he was no longer on the board? I like the pick. I love the pick. And I can't wait to buy the jersey. Jaxson Dart, you're our quarterback. And you're always going to have the support of this channel until you don't. Grade the Giants draft so far for me, ladies and gentlemen. A, B, C, D, or F. A, B, C, D, or F. Let me know. I gave an A+ to Abdul Carter. A B+ to Jaxson Dart. It's an A first round for me. You got the second best player in the class, and you got the second rated quarterback on your big board at pick 25. I don't care what the big media says. You got your guys. And let's go to war. Make sure you are following me on social media. I'm on Twitter. I'm on Instagram. If you think I'm an idiot, let's talk about it over there. And make sure you are subscribed to the channel. We're going to be live for day 2 and day 3. In the videos, they're not stopping. So subscribe, turn those notifications on. If you could hit that thumbs up icon on your way out. And let's go Big Blue.